Let's talk about the New York Jets, shall we? Look, I said I was going to watch a horror movie on Saturday night instead of watching the game.
And?
I lied. I turned on NFL Network right on time.
Of course you did.
Actually, I soaked myself in at some of the pregame chatter on my net.
Oh.
Sitting at home, just watching Aaron Rodgers warm up on the field.
It looks so weird.
It's so weird, but it's in command. You could see he was just like barking at people, and you could reading lips. He's dropping F-bombs. And then he strolled out, and the Jets got the ball second. He comes out on the field, and I did put my hand over my eyes. I just couldn't see it. And you know what he did? God bless you, Nathaniel Hackett. And quick pass. Boom, boom, boom. He threw one right out to Garrett Wilson. And then, a penalty by his guy, Randall Cobb, a crackback block, blew up the first drive, as did, by the way, Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah.
The Giants
just got there.
I'm telling you, Wink Martindale sees Isaiah Simmons like, you know what you're not is a safety. You know what you are? You are a pass rushing linebacker. Go hunt. Yeah. I think the Giants are going to have a nice time with him. Top 10 pick. Mm-hmm. I mean, you had Trey Lance, top 5 pick, and Isaiah Simmons, top 10 pick, basically sent packing by their teams for a bag of donuts out of the NFC West and into their new digs. But I digress. Second drive, great field position. And Rodgers, he did sail one over the head of his tight end. And he was barking at the tight end as if tight end made the mistake. But Rodgers found Garrett Wilson over and over again. Targeted him 3 times, 3 catches, 30 yards. The 30 yards accounting for the lion's share of Rodgers' 47 pass yards, 5 of 8, and a touchdown that I don't think Zach Wilson can throw if you gave him 10 times to throw it. And I know that's particularly, I shouldn't slag on the kid to praise the quarterback of the Jets.
But it was
Aaron
such
Rodgers.
a veteran throw.
It's one of those things that we have all seen as Jets fans Aaron Rodgers do with another 17, Devontae Adams, where I look at you, you look at me, and whoever is guarding you knows he is toast. It's over. It is over because you, Garrett Wilson, my new number 17, are incredibly talented. You know what to do. And me, Aaron Rodgers, the new number 8, know exactly where to throw it. And I will throw it over and over and over again. And you know who's going to stop it? Nobody. When I saw that, I'm like, oh my gosh. I immediately FaceTime my brother and my nephew, Lee, Rich Eisen Show intern, immediately FaceTime. And when they popped on, we just laughed. We just started laughing. Like, this is happening. This is happening, and I know it's a preseason. I get it. But it's just seeing him and knowing the command is there. Is he going to make mistakes? Of course he's going to make mistakes. He is human. But is he going to have more command at the position than I'm used to seeing? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And him and Garrett Wilson are going to be a problem for a lot of people. And we didn't even see Dalvin Cook or Breece Hall. This was Aaron Rodgers after the game talking about getting out there, which he wanted to do. And I didn't want to see it because I was nervous. And at one point, he was running for his life to the right, and he got rid of it. But my gosh, I'm like, please just get up and make sure that calf is fine.
Being chased by Isaiah Simmons.
I had a moment.
I told you the first thing I saw you this morning was I thought about you in that play.
Thank you.
And I was wondering.
I appreciate you thinking of me because it really was me on the line, not Aaron.
Of course.
Here's Rodgers after the game.
Yeah, I had some butterflies for sure. I think that's always normal. First time I strap it on, it's kind of the standard, whether I'm in year 1 playing San Diego Chargers or year 19, preseason number 4. There's always some butterflies when you step out there for the first time, but I loosened up pretty good when I got the ovation when I took the field. That was a special moment, just to have that kind of support. Taking the field for that TV timeout, that was pretty special.
And those were Giants fans, by the way. I'm sure Jets fans came in. It was a Giants home game for the Snoopy Bowl, where the Jets eventually won because they did have a pick six on top of it, which took away a possession potentially from Rodgers, but it didn't matter anymore. We saw what we needed to see. And part of that was the offensive line. We all know that's the issue. We all know that's the issue. He knows it. We know it. The American people know it. We all know it. That if he's not protected, all of this stuff I just said about him with Garrett Wilson and Brees Hall, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's a wrap. In the NFL, you got to protect your guy. And he knows that better than anyone else. This is what he had to say about Mekhi Becton, a once upon a time first-round draft choice, top half of the NFL draft choice for the Jets, who, like Zach Wilson, wasn't proven out. Got hurt, was overweight, lots of question about his commitment and all of that stuff. He's supposed to be the left tackle. He's supposed to be this generation's DeBrickashaw Ferguson for the Jets. Put him there, and that's it. That's a wrap. You're good for a long time. And then that didn't happen. Of course, he got hurt, right off the bat. It's another reason why Sam Darnold didn't work out, too. Mm-hmm. I believe I have the timing right on that. Or was that the Jets' first game with Becton against Carolina? Sam Darnold's name kind of rings true there, but be that as it may, the Jets need Becton to work out at right tackle. And he was named the right tackle starter for the season after this game by Robert Saleh, and Rodgers had this to say about it.
I told him I love him. I mean, he's come a long way. Really proud of him, as much as anybody on the team. The way that Mekhi has grown this month has been really spectacular. And I don't know if you guys get a chance to talk to him a whole lot, but I just feel like his head's in a really good spot, and he feels like he's a part of it. He's been playing well. I'm not sure, what the film's going to show, but it felt like out there that he protected well. He's a mountain of a man. He leads us on the field. It's like, old school battles where you send your biggest guy out first, and there's Mekhi, leading us on the field. It's pretty cool. But it is amazing to see when you empower people, when you encourage people, and you wrap your arms around people, you see the personality start to come out. You see the confidence start to grow. And I think that's what we've tried to do with Mekhi, and make him feel like he's a part of this and make him feel important. And he's returned that love and trust and support with a lot of really good play.
Man, I'm just telling you, the way he's taken ownership of this team. So many guys come in, it's just, it's my new spot. I'm just, the new guy around here, and I'm just seeing how everything goes. He's taken, you see it on Hard Knocks, he is taking it to say, Zach Wilson, let me show you. I'll take the pressure off you. Pressure's now officially removed. You just chill out. And if you somehow have to come in, you'll be better because I'm here to help you. You've seen it. He even said, I think we led this show with it 1 week ago today, him telling the local CBS affiliate, I'm going to play a few years and I'll hand it off to Zach for 15, And I'm like, okay, I got it. Let's just focus on 2023 first. But he's taking on this role.
Yeah.
Of being, he's not just the quarterback of the Jets. Is he the shaman of the Jets? Is that what's happening right now?
It makes sense.
That's his team. He's the face of the franchise,
right,
and he's been there a few weeks.
That's it. And so if he's going to show up and everyone else is going to be better around him because of it, and Becton turns out to be an offensive lineman for the Jets for the ages, or just significant for the Jets, that's more than I bargained for. I just wanted him to show up and just not be Zach. And the fixing Zach would be the cherry on top. The removal of Zach was something that had to happen, and you see it in Hard Knocks, and it's hard to say out loud because you're talking about another human being, but that's a fact. The Jets could not start Zach Wilson this year. Period. End of story. And if Rodgers wasn't coming, that's when it was like, you should go out and get Lamar. You got to whatever you can, because you're not going to get him in the draft. You're not starting from scratch. The owner of the Jets wasn't going to do that and say, go ahead and do that. Joe was basically saying Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas are not on the Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch plan, where you miss on the guy before Lance, everything's fine. I don't think that was it. Rodgers is there to save everybody. Calling him a savior would be accurate. A shaman. That's what he's showing up at. I don't know what the beads are around his neck. I mean,
Looked like Paul Rudd and forgetting Sarah Marshall.
it's great. Awesome. Let's go surfing. Let's go surfing. Whatever it is, I just want it working. That's great. Whatever's happening with him in between his temples, and he's passing that along, and he's paying it forward, and he's talking about love, and everyone can thrive and love, and it's great. And let's all love and thrive together. 2 Monday nights from now, we'll start. Oh, my God. So, that's the latest there. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.